Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I am here with a review of SugarTanks on Xbox. Now this was developed and published by Epic Games and it was released on the 2nd of the 6th, 2023, and I was lucky enough to be sent a copy by Epic Games for this review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, SugarTanks is basically a top-down tank game. We've all seen them, we've all played them on Xbox, there's quite a few of them out there now, but this one takes place in like the land of sweets. So you basically have to defend the sweet world from the invading grey tanks who are evil, and they basically want to sap all of the colour and life out of it. And you will fight through a variety of different levels, defeating enemies and basically getting to the finish line. Now, one thing I do like about this tank game compared to some of the other tank games I've played is there are a variety of different tanks to play as. Now, there's 12 different tanks that you can unlock. Now, you unlock them by collecting sweets in each of the levels. Now, some of these are found just lying around, and others are gained by defeating enemies. Now, you save these up and you can buy new tanks and upgrade each of the tanks' stats. Now, all of the tanks have different sort of special abilities and statistics. Some of them have got more weapon firepower or fire rates. Some of them have more shield. Some of them are quicker. So it's basically finding a tank that suits your skill. Now, gameplay-wise, it's like all the other tank games. You'll sort of aim and shoot your projectiles out, and they'll bounce off of walls and stuff in a bid to kill the other tanks, and they'll also be firing at you. It's all about aiming with your thumbsticks in the right direction and firing away. Now, unlike some other tank games, you don't have to defeat all of the enemies in all of the levels to complete them. It's more about basically getting to the end of each of the levels, but spending your time exploring and killing all the enemies will give you more sweets to be used on upgrades and new tanks. Now, graphically the game is bright and colourful with a very sort of cel shady look to it. The environment's a nice sort of multi-layered sort of world where you have to go up and down and all over the place to get to the end. There's not only are there just sort of standard get to the end of the levels, but there's also boss fights and stuff like that in there as well. So all in all, it's a fun little game. And it's not the worst for achievements either. Like I say, you can basically just play through the game to get all of the achievements. It's not a bad game in that sense. Looking at under 2 hours to get the full 1000 gamer score, and all of the achievements are tied to finishing specific levels. But the game is playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles. It's Xbox One X enhanced with up to 120 FPS, HDR10 and 4K resolution, and it's priced at £8.39. Now, the only downside I can say about this game, I did think it was a fun little tanks game. It is single player only, unfortunately, but I had an issue with the shop menu where I'd buy a new tank and then I was stuck with that tank and I couldn't seem to be able to change to my original tank because I got one. I was like, I don't really like this one, and then I couldn't seem to switch until I bought a new tank. So hopefully that gets patched out or fixed. It's not the end of the world because all of the tanks play similar enough to each other, but I had one that I just preferred over the one I ended up buying. So I ended up having to buy a different tank just to swap off of that tank, basically, which isn't the best, but I still had a lot of fun with the game. And like I say, it could have just been a bug for me, or it could be something that's easily patched out later on. But other than that, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.